Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel, the Enchanting Empress of Light. So for today's reading, family, we're going to tap into the political energies, all right? What's been happening is that the government, namely President Trump, is blocking the release of the Epstein files. Now, the reason that this has been on the forefront of so many Americans' minds, including my own, is because despite all of the wonderful things that President Trump has done for America so far, all the good things, like, just cleaning up all the horrible things and all the damage that the Democrats have done for the past 4 years. All right. Despite all the things he's been doing, most people don't care about anything else but the Epstein files, because first we were told that these files did exist, that these crimes did happen, and that these people were going to be held accountable for these crimes. All right. Obviously not Epstein himself, because supposedly, he died. All right. Committed suicide, whatever. It is my personal belief that that is not the case. I don't have any proof of that. It is just something that I know. All right. Plus spiritual information that I have received. All right. But most of the American people, think that he's dead. So the one who is left is Ghislaine Maxwell. All right. So first we've been told that these files do exist and these people would be held accountable. And then we've been told then we've been told that now they don't exist, that there's nothing to see here. These files do not exist, yada, 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 right? And this is what's confusing Americans so much. Then it comes to pass that now President Trump is saying these files do exist, but that they would damage a lot of people's lives because there are a lot of, I think he said, false things or something like that. Now he's saying, now the president is saying that the Epstein files have been completely made up by the Democrats. All right, that it's a hoax. So let that sink in for a minute, family. All right, let it sink in. So this is true and this is a hoax. Why is Ghislaine Maxwell rotting in prison right now? Why have we been told for years that, these files did exist and these crimes did happen? So, in my opinion, regardless of whether his name is on the list or not, because if his name is on the list, then that's going to just not only break the internet, but possibly break existence. All right, because that would be the most horrible thing ever. But that's what it's looking like. All right, it looks really bad right now. On the other hand, if his name is not on the list, but he's fighting to release it to the public, then in my mind, that means he's trying to cover up something or protect someone. And since he is not giving us any straight answers, nor is the government giving us any straight answers. And of course, nobody trusts the Democrats. So right now, there's no one giving us any information. So for today's reading, family, I'm going to turn to Spirit's help. All right. So if we're meant to know this information, Spirit will tell us this information today. All right. If this reading yields nothing, then, it is in Spirit's opinion that we should not be, knowing this information. All right, family? Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit, for your assistance in today's reading. Myself and probably hundreds of thousands of Americans and probably other people around the world, we just want to know whose names are on this list. We just want to know. We need to know who these people are, because these people are in our midst. They're in our government. They are in our entertainment industries. They are in our sports industries. They seem to be littered everywhere. And it is, in my opinion, that we have the right to know whose names are on that list. We've waited long enough. We've been patient long enough. All right. All right. All right, as I cut the deck, we have Senator Lindsey Graham and the United Kingdom Prime Minister Boris Johnson. All right. I barely use this deck, so it's like a brand new deck, and it is so stiff and it's so hard to shuffle. It's so hard, but I'm doing it. Okay, one more. Thank you. Oh my goodness. All right, so as I cut the deck, right before I shuffled, we have good versus evil, survival, societal collapse, okay, possible world war. And then we have chess move, divine timing, biding time, ready to strike. All right, so this goes along the lines that a lot of people believe that the reason he's not releasing the Epstein files is because that President Trump is doing this chess move, this strike, to finally get this monster here once and for all, right there. All right. But it's just interesting that what's happening right now, a lot of us don't see the correlation between the people he's trying to get and releasing, these files. Only because they took so long to release it. You know what I mean? It's just taking too long to release it. All right, so that's that. And then, wow. So look at this, family. So, whew. Oops. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit, this reading is about whose names or whose name is on the Epstein list, the Epstein files, the list of people who frequented the Epstein Island, where trafficked children were tortured and, SA'd and a whole bunch of other awful things, and it's been going on for decades. So Spirit, We want to know whose names are on the list, and also the people who are complicit in trying to cover up or hide the names of this list. Thank you, Spirit. All right, so this didn't land. So we have the mainstream media, the fake news. All right, family, so this didn't land, but I'm taking this to mean that something is going to come up in the news very shortly here with regard to this this situation with the Epstein files. All right. Thank you, Spirit. Can I get 3 cards? Thank you, Spirit. And 2 more. Thank you. Whoa. There you go. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Oh, look, there he is again. Senator Lindsey Graham. Oh, my goodness. Thank you, Spirit. At the bottom of the deck, we have liberal talk show host agrees with conservatives, cancel culture, racism, and hatred. So, of course, you know, we saw the news card pop up. It didn't land. So now I feel that Spirit is saying that something is going to come up on the news, and it's going to incite racism and hatred and possibly other things. Okay, other negative things. All right, family. So once again, we have Senator Lindsey Graham. All right. So there's a lot of people who, you know, who like this senator. I used to like him in the beginning, but then he started kind of, you know, going a little off to me, and I just sensed something. And I just, you know, kind of didn't care about him one way or the other. But wow. All right. So hopefully, you know, he's not on the list. But if so, how, you know, how horrible. All right. So, oh my goodness. So we have human tracking, transhumanism, society scoring system or point system. Okay. Privacy breached. Okay, and then we have the AI facial recognition here. Wow. So, you know, I don't have anything coming up, any feelings that I have that how this has anything to do with the Epstein files. But, you know, I'm feeling that something's going to come up in the news, whether it's, you know, more rioting, racism, or hatred, or possibly, you know, trying to distract us with AI. All right, it's very possible that something is going to happen in the news, you know, sometime this month or next month, and you know, it's probably going to distract us. Okay. Or try to, anyway. Okay, and here we have biding one's time. All right, so when I cut the deck, it showed now President Trump looking at Hillary Clinton, right? Like giving her shade and just like looking like he's just biding his time. Okay, that's the energy of that card. And this is the same energy here. All right. So this is the energy of something in the background. All right. Biding one's time. The truth, secret revealed. Revelation regarding JFK Jr. All right. So there are a few energies that this card represents. And one of the energies is truth or secret revealed. Right. So thank you, Spirit. So Spirit is telling us that we are going to get the truth, family. We are going to get the truth. Even if the government, even if President Trump, even if the Republicans, even if they don't, no matter how hard they fight to keep these files sealed, Spirit is saying that's not the case. Okay, that's not the case. So that. Look at this, family. We have the Tower. Okay, we have the Tower. Spirit wants me to take it, so I'm taking it. And oh yes, family, there's definitely a tower coming. And I didn't keep that card, but we saw the card that said possible world war. Okay, societal collapse. Okay, that's just imagine if they went that far just as a distraction from the truth, this big truth. That would be absolutely horrendous. Yes. The Ace of Swords. All right. This is truth, family. This is truth. Yes, the truth is going to be revealed. But when it is going to cause a tower. So, and on the bottom is the Eight of Swords. So this is coming in quick, family. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, because we were wondering, how much longer are we going to have to wait for this? We're going to have to wait another year? We're going to have to wait, how much longer is this going to continue? But you don't have to worry, family. Spirit says that this is going to happen quickly. We're going to learn the truth quickly. It's coming in quickly, fast. And that Spirit's hand grabbing that sword of truth. Okay. Spirit, please tell us why these energies are here. We have Senator Lindsey Graham. We have a possible distraction. And look, okay, we have the Three of Pentacles. All right, the Three of Pentacles. So it is possible that Lindsey Graham or not, all right, it is possible that the government is working is working together with others to keep these files sealed. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Spirit. Mm-hmm. Wow, family. This is at the bottom of the deck. All right, so something is going to come to a completion, family. All right? The death of all of these lies, the death of these people getting away with murder and other things for so long, it's finally going to come to an end. All right, so we have the two of cups here, family. All right, so there are definitely people working together, all right, to keep these files from being opened. All right, this has been going on for so long that they think it's just going to keep going like that. But what's different now than in the years past is we are more awakened now. Not only even means spiritually. There's many Americans who aren't awakened spiritually yet, but they know the truth. They know the truth about everything that's been happening. All right? The truth about what's been happening with these children and the people who are involved. All right? So, wow. So even though they're working together, all right, I'm feeling like they're going to get to a point where they feel that there's no way out. All right. And it's going to get to a point that even though there is a clear way for them meaning the guilty ones, all right, even though they could probably walk right through there, more than likely their lives will be ruined or worse. All right. So I'm feeling like Spirit is letting us know that, this is all of this is going to happen very soon here. This is quick, family. This could be 8 days, 8 weeks, or 8 months. All right. Look at this. The Two of Swords. See? Look at both of them. So it looks like they're not going to be able to keep up the charade for much longer, family. All right. This is what Spirit is telling us. And they're going to try to make some sort of decision between the lesser of two evils. Like what are they going to do? How are they going to, all of America and all of the world has eyes on Trump and the government and the Republicans. Now the Democrats are the ones that look good now because they want the Epstein files released, right? It makes them look innocent, right? Because if they want these files released, it must mean their names are not on them, right? All right. Who the hell knows? Okay. Let's use the Kipper deck. Okay. Courthouse. All right, 23. Okay, family. So this could be, wow. We could actually, and look what oh my God, look what this man is holding in his hands. It looks like files. Okay, like important papers. Okay, like papers that have been kept. All right, secret. Okay, we could get an answer within 23 days, family. Within 23 days. Wow. Either 8 days, 8 weeks, 8 months, or 23 days. And I absolutely do believe when those files are released, and if they're not released, someone's going to get a hold of them. Someone like Ed Snowden, someone like that. And they're going to be released. And it's going to cause a tower. And Trump's going to be right. It's going to ruin a lot of people's lives. Like the lives they ruined. Because if any other American did those atrocious crimes, they would be rotting in prison for the rest of their life with no hope of parole. And all their files were released for the world to marvel at. But because these people are special, right? They get to keep their names hidden and their lives get to stay squeaky clean and protected. Not according to spirit. No, 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 no. Expectation. All right. This is America, family. This is all of us. We're just looking, we're waiting for the truth to finally come out. Once it comes out, then we'll go on with our lives. We'll concentrate on all the other wonderful things he's doing for the country. But right now, there's an obvious elephant in the room, and until that's cleared, them throwing a tiny blanket on top of it isn't going to make us, look away from it. Okay, and look what we have here. We have message. All right, so we have 8 of Wands energy, message, an incoming message, a fast message. Okay, so this is 8 and this is 7. All right, so we could hear something, family, within the next 7 days, 7 weeks, or 7 months. Thank you, Spirit. Ha ha ha! Look at this, family. We might know within 29 days of who is going to prison for these horrific crimes. We have the imprisonment energy here, family. All right? Imprisonment showing up at the bottom of the deck. And we have 29 here. All right? I'm feeling 29 days. All right? And I'm feeling that this is going to shock the world. This is going to shock the world. Much in the same way that if people found out about JFK, what happened to him. All right? But the energy here is that the truth is going to be revealed. All right? And we have imprisonment here. So okay, so we have 25 and we have high honor. All right, but that's not the energy that I'm feeling here from this card. This is war. Okay, look at them fighting. All right. So this could be literal, like what the energy that popped up earlier about a possible societal collapse and possible world war. This could be confirming that energy, or it could be whoever's whoever is fighting to keep the Epstein files from being released. All right, they are fighting. They're fighting it. Okay, so it's either one of of those. It's either one of those two things. Okay, and we have privilege lady, and this is 12. All right, so what I'm getting here is I'm getting Melania energy. All right, this is what I'm getting. Now, this could be someone else, but I'm not getting that her name is on the list. All right, I'm getting the feeling that she's either a victim, or that she may be the one to leak information regarding these files. All right, that is what I'm getting. And then we have here the community card. All right, 39. All right, so we have a sense of people uniting together. There's young and old here. All right, so I'm getting that this feeling I'm getting is that if within 39 days, if these files are not released, if they, if we keep getting gaslit, that, in 39 days that there is going to be some sort of revolt or uproar. All right. And American citizens who are law-abiding, hardworking, respectful, and caring, we are held in high honor. All right. So what I'm feeling is that if within, either 25 or 39 days, if we don't start getting some answers, and if we're not spoken to respectfully, as if we have intelligence, because we do, if the government or President Trump tells us something that actually makes sense, then we'll probably back down. But if not, I'm feeling that that there is going to be maybe not a societal collapse, but an uprising. All right, a revolt. All right. Okay, I'm gonna do one more oracle deck, and then I'm going to pull letters of the people, either first or last name, that are on Epstein's list. Okay. Okay, we have breakup here. Thank you. So yes, so there's a breakup of sorts that's going to occur, sort of a breach of contract, and this is why these files are either going to be leaked, or whatever deal the government has with the people who have the potential to release this list, the deal that they had is probably has been broken, or is no longer active, or these people, don't care anymore. And remember, Ghislaine Maxwell is still in prison, right? She is the last living person that knows everyone who's on that list. All right. And just recently, I seen a thumbnail from the news that it said something like the Republicans told her, don't think that you're gonna get out, that you're gonna be released from prison if you speak, or something like that. All right. So she must have had to deal with the government for all these decades, all these years. But I'm feeling that something has changed. She doesn't care anymore, or something happened. You know, some kind of event happened. All right. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Why are these energies here? Look at this, psychic. Mm-hmm. So there are psychic people who know the truth about this. All right. I mean, very, very psychic people. And even they have been approached to not say anything. All right. Remember, some people can be bought. All right. Or threatened. Or threatened. Thank you, Spirit. Moving. All right. So somebody might be moving from the White House or moving to the White House. Interesting. Thank you, Spirit. Can I get one more, Spirit? Oh, thank you. Bottom of the deck we have, bottom of the deck we have in the public eye. Wow. All right. And we see Kim Kardashian there, you know, with her sunglasses on, and she's kind of looking down, trying to avoid all the paparazzi, all the cameras. So when these Epstein files are finally released, that is what all the accused are going to have to go through. All right. And we saw that the news card, the news energy, the fake news, and just news in general, card energy, you know, it kind of, you know, it peaked out earlier, but it didn't land. All right. So something is coming, family. Something public, something really big. Remember, here's the courthouse card, family. All right, so what do we have? Yes. They can't keep a lid on this anymore, family. They can't. Now they have every single eyeball, all right, on this floating, you know, planet, right? They have everybody, every eye on them, especially President Trump, which I'm very surprised at. I'm very surprised that he took such a 180 by not releasing the files, because he kept saying that he would release them. And now it's time, and now it's just one delay after another, and not just delay, but they are untruths and lies. First they exist, then they don't exist, and then now they exist, but they're a hoax. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, if him and the government would have just stuck to one thing, we probably would have been on board with it. But you can't keep waffling back and forth. So yeah, somebody is going to get very angry because these files are going to be released. All right. And I'm going to put it right by the truth here. Right by the truth. Yes. Yep. And there's a message here. And when that happens, a lot of people are going to be angry. Rest. Nightmares. Okay. Nightmare energy, family. Look at these covers. Whoever was resting here can't rest. Okay. It looks like they were thrashing in their sleep all night. All right. It says nightmares here. Insomnia. Exhaustion. Poor sleep. Right. So these people have been living in a very calm, peaceful, beautiful life after doing all these horrific crimes and just, sleeping soundly. But look at this, family. They're not going to be resting soundly anymore, and they haven't been. That's why another reason why they're angry. Their peace has been disrupted. Their lives may be potentially ruined. Oh my. Really? All right, we have the birthday card. Happy birthday. All right, so whoever has a birthday in July, whichever people in the government, if somebody could do that for me, that'd be great. I don't have enough time to do that. If somebody could look up everyone in the government's birthdays, if their birthday is in July, it's possible that their names are on the list. All right? Okay. All right, family. So we're going to close out the reading with I have the months of the year, and I have the alphabet, all right? A through Z. Now, whichever letters pop up, and even though he popped up here, that doesn't necessarily mean that he is on the list or that these people are on the list. It could also mean that they're complicit in trying to cover it up. But I ask Spirit that we really want to know who is on the list. That's all we want to know. We already know they're not going to be prosecuted. We already know they're going to get away with it anyway. We just want to know who these people are so that we don't support them anymore. So that we don't give them the time of day anymore. That's all. That's all. We just want to know who they are. Oh boy. Okay, I just saw L and E. Oh my God, Lindsay. Lindsey Graham. Lindsay. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh gosh. Yeah, and it's not gonna just ruin their lives. When this list comes out, it's gonna potentially ruin Americans' lives. The lives of so many Americans who supported these people. Not just, with donations, but supported them, spoke up for them, voted for them. Also see February. I hope, Spirit, that it's not that long. I hope the list is released way before then. Thank you. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit, who is on the Epstein list? Who's on the Epstein list, and when? What month will we finally know the truth? What month will these files be released? Oh my gosh, it said September. It didn't land though. Okay, all right. The Spirit wants me to take it, so I'm taking it. I'll put this up here. All right. Wait, did it flip? Yeah. Oh my goodness. It's not that far off, family. Thank you, Spirit. Oh my goodness. It's too many. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I'm going to take them off, family. Oh my goodness. So the first letter is T. Right, and as soon as I did this, I just got a notification from my Ring doorbell that someone was at my door, but it wasn't. It was just the cat. But wow. Thank you, Spirit, for confirmation. I hope it's not true. I hope it's not true. Please let it not be true. Let it not be true. Let it not be true. Okay. I forgot. I was gonna go. All right. All right. And then we have January. So remember, family, this didn't land, but this did. But Spirit wants me to keep this because it is a possibility it could happen in September. And keep in mind that it is Spirit's decision to let us know how much information that we should know or shouldn't know. All right? Okay. We have R. We have R. Ryan. I'm trying to think of, or Robert. Remember, this could be first or last name, but probably last name because, imagine how many Roberts there are. Doesn't mean that every Robert in Congress, is on the list. All right. So this is just, last names. Okay. Okay. And then we have P. Okay. We have P. Let's see, Lindsey Graham, that's his first name. But, when Spirit draws my eye to it, that's what I do. All right. Okay, we have Paul, that stuck out to me. Peter. Okay. All right, and then we have Z. All right, so I don't know if there's any Zacharys, or Zanes. I don't know, and this could also be a last name as well. All right, so I don't. I'll put this up here. All right, and we have Q. We have Q. Okay. Quinn, Quinton, Quinlan, all right? Or again, it could be a first or last name, but if somebody like, if whoever is watching, if you're good with names in Congress, like if you know their first and last names of a lot of them, please drop a comment, and let me know, which one of these letters correlates, to people in Congress who could possibly be on this list. Okay. I would really appreciate that, if someone is inclined to do that. Thank you. All right. Okay, family. So there you have it for tonight's reading, regarding, who is, in the Epstein files, who is on that list, and when, will these Epstein files be released? When will the list be released so that America and the world can see and find out who is on that airplane manifest? All right. We need to find out whose names are on there. All right. So Spirit has told us that it could be September or January. Okay. It could be in 8 days, 8 weeks, or 8 months. It could be in 23 days. It could be in 7 days, 7 weeks, or 7 months. All right. But the important thing is that Spirit has let us know that this is it. This is it, family. They can't hide it anymore. That's why they're panicking and they're scrambling. They're trying very hard to keep this covered up. They're trying so hard to distract us, trying so hard to make us look the other way. All right? So hard. All right. So what Spirit is saying here, family, is that a message is going to come in, very, very soon here. All right. And I'm just not getting months here. I'm getting days, maybe weeks. Okay. I'm not getting months though. Okay. When this message comes through, this could be somebody leaked the files. All right. It's definitely going to reveal truth. And this is the hand of Spirit. All right. The truth that's going to shock the world. This is the one thing that nobody knows about yet. All right. Nobody knows whose names are on that list. Well, it's going to happen, family. All right. And when it does, it's going to cause a lot of anger with all the perps. All right. They're going to be very angry and they're going to be scrambling. They're not going to know what to do. All right. They're not going to know what to do. And it's going to cause a tower. All right. This is a direct message from Spirit, family. Okay. Tower. Yes, it is going to ruin a lot of people's lives. And sadly, it's going to ruin innocent people's lives. People who, who supported all of these, these monsters. All right. But, hopefully they're strong enough to overcome it and can heal from it, because when this tower happens, this is going to bring all those victims justice. All right. And it's going to ruin the monsters who created, all this horror for these children. All right. Their lives are going to be ruined. Their lives. All right. And then that is the end, family. The end. The end. The end of their lies, the end of their lives, the end of their ongoing torture of children, the end. Okay. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's reading. Please let me know what you think about this. Let me know, because there's a lot of people who watch my readings, and I really get this, that there's some of y'all who are psychic, right? You brush it off sometimes, but don't, because a lot of you, have psychic impressions. A lot of you know. You don't know how you know, but you just know. You just know. You have a feeling of whose names might be on the list, or, which people they're trying to cover up. All right, family. So please leave a comment and let me know what you think about, the situation with the Epstein files, about how they're not releasing it to us, to the public, how, they're waffling between, oh, it doesn't exist. Oh, but now it does exist. But it'll ruin a lot of people's lives because there's a lot of, fake stuff in there. And then now it's all a hoax. Make up your mind. Which is it? All right. So that is what everybody wants to know. All right, family. Until the next reading, I will love you and leave you. Namaste.
कपिशङ्ग प्रशत् कणिशङ्ग रसत् खटशृङ्ग हतावटुपे